Right, so Thursday already. Wow. Day number 4. Gone very quickly. Today we've got a few more language activities to do, and then later today we have some preparation in your teams. You will prepare to do a project which you will present on Friday. Alright, and I'll tell you all about the project later in the afternoon, what you have to do. But this morning, we're going to do more language work. Before we do that, we're going to change groups again. New group, new team. This will be your last team, your last group for this workshop. So, yesterday we stood in a line for birthday. Today we're going to stand in a line for nickname. Nickname. In English language, not in Thai language. So, if your nickname is Oi, A-O-Y, you will be one of the first ones. Okay? So, exact spelling. Exact spelling. Nickname. Nickname. Okay, so people with the nickname A, start with letter A over here, and then A, B, C, D, E, F. Nickname. And if your nickname starts with the same letter, you go to the second letter. What is the second letter? What is the third letter? Move down your line a little bit. Move down your line a little bit. Make some room. Make some room. Make sure not only first letter, but second letter and third letter as well. If you have letter A and letter A, are you in the correct order? In a dictionary, would you be in the correct order? AA comes before AB, AC comes after AB. Are you sure? Okay. Happy? Sure? Okay. So, you have to tell me your nickname and spell.
A-E-Y
A-E-Y, okay?
A-O-Y Oy
A-O-Y.
K-A-I-A-U ไก่อูK-A-W-O-W เกาK-H-A-L
KING
K-U-N-G กุ้ง K-U-I-R เกลือ N-A-R
Slowly. And
N-A-R N-A-M N-O-I เหรอ N-O-I น้อย
NOINER ไม่หนัก
U-I น้อย O-U-M อุ้ม P-R-O-Y ปอย P-U-M ปุ่ม P-U-I ปุ้ย S-A-O สาว
เดี๋ยวAgain. Spell.
P-U-M
P-U-M.
P-U-I ปุ้ย
P-U-I-M-I. You want to be Pumui?
S-A-O สาว
TA บาร์
T-A-E เต้ T-A-I ตา T-O-N-A-O-I ต้นอ้อย P-U-N ตุ้ม T-U-Y ตุ้ย
P-U-M. ตั้ม Wait. T-U-Y, T-U-N.
ในบางทีสถาน
Yeah.
Where I live
WIT วิท
W-A-Y
W-I-W-A.
หญิง Y-I-N-G
Jing or Yin? Jing. Y. Y-I-N-G is Yin, not Jing. I think some of you need to learn your ABC. Okay, let's sing. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABC. Next time, won't you sing with me? Some people need to learn ABC, that's for sure. Okay, how many people? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, team 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, team 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, team 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, team 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, team 5. Move your backs. Okay. Anyone who has a country badge, give to me now. Because anyone on this table? Yeah. In the afternoon, you will be given a different country. Okay. Right, so this morning we will look at talking about job and department. Job and department. So page 24 in your book. And the first thing we're going to look at are questions. So people might ask you a question. When we had the interview on day 1, when I interviewed you, I asked many people, what is your job? What do you do? Many people not sure. In English, not sure. In Thai, very sure. So, when people visit an office and they talk to you, many times they ask you, what is your name? What do you do? What is your job? So, we're going to look at some questions. First, what do you do? What do you do in your job? What does it mean? It means responsibility in your job every day. Can you talk about a typical day at your current job? Typical day, normal day, a normal day, every day. What do you do every day in your job? Can you describe your job? Describe, give information, talk about your job. What exactly is it you do? What exactly is it you do? Again, responsibilities. What do you do in your job? What are your main duties? Duties. Duties again. Job responsibilities, tasks. What do you do? Okay, so lots of different ways to talk about the same thing. These questions ask the same question. What do you do? What do you do? Not only job title, not only job position, but responsibility. What are you responsible for? So those questions ask for the same information. The answers are the same answers. My responsibilities are. I am responsible for. So this is the same answer. But maybe you have one main job, or maybe you have more than one responsibility. So if you have more than one responsibility, my responsibilities are. If you have one main job, one main function, I am responsible for. Sometimes you have many responsibilities. If you are the director, you have a lot of responsibilities. So instead of my responsibilities are you just say, I am responsible for everything. My daily routine is. That means what do you do every day? Your routine. Maybe you do the same thing every day. You go to work, open your email, check your email, have a cup of coffee. Every day, same. If you work in an office, if you deal with paperwork, documents, maybe your job is always the same. Again. If you deal with public people, again, maybe your job is the same every day. My duties are duties. I am in charge of. I am in charge of. What does it mean? In charge of. Again, it means my responsibility. It is my responsibility. I am in charge of. I take care of. So, normally when we see this phrase, I take care of, we think take care of people, right? But we can take care of job too. Take care of task. Take care of responsibility. I take care of English language training. And I mainly, this means my biggest responsibility, my number one job, I mainly. So, lots of different language for asking questions and answering questions. The questions and the answers, the language is quite easy. What are you responsible for? I am responsible for. Remember, we can copy. If we're not sure how to answer a question, we listen to the question and we copy language. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? You listen to people speaking. What are your responsibilities? My responsibilities are. You copy the question in the answer. So the question and answer is quite easy. Easy language. What are your duties? My duties are. What is your job? I am What is your daily routine? My daily routine is. Copy. The problem is, how can we talk about job? We need a lot of verbs, a lot of nouns, If we don't know, we cannot talk. So, in your book on page 24, you have a lot of verbs and nouns. Well, actually, these are ing nouns. Compiling information, writing reports, accounting expenditure, providing assistance, controlling activities, arranging meetings, developing skills, recording information, communicating information, making recommendations, developing initiatives, supporting the manager, managing subordinates, attending committees, linking staff, coordinating office staff, training staff, assisting people, reporting to the supervisor, keeping records of staff, liaising with different offices, supporting customers. Okay, so lots of words, but what do they mean? We cannot use words if we don't know what they mean. So let's have a look at some. Compiling information. To compile means to get information from different places and put together. Maybe you put information in a document or a form or a file or a folder. Maybe you take information and put it in your computer. Maybe you get information and write it down in a book. This is called compiling information. The same way when you take a lot of photos, you put your photos in an album, right? Or folder on your computer. In your job, at work, you get information, you put in a folder in your computer. You are compiling, organizing. Writing we know, accounting we know, if you are an accountant. Providing assistance means to give help. Provide, give. To provide, to give. Give help. Control activities means manage. To manage, management. Arrange meetings, okay, we know. Develop skill. Develop skill is the same as training. You are developing your English skill now, right? You're training. Developing. Improving. Making your skill better. Learning. Recording information, write down information or type information in your computer. Communicate information. You give information to other people. Maybe in your job you talk to public. You have to give information to the public. Or maybe you have to give information to your boss. You have to give a report about something, about your job, about project. Making recommendations. Maybe a manager will give recommendation, give idea. Developing initiatives, policy and planning. Anyone work in policy and planning? Yeah? In Thailand, I always see plan and policy. Plan and policy analyst, not policy and planning. Plan and policy analyst is wrong two ways. The first way is policy is noun and plan is verb. So plan and policy is not correct phrase, verb noun. To make phrase you need two the same, verb noun adjective. Like this one, noun ing, gerund form. So it should be planning, policy, planning. But in Thailand we say plan and policy. Plan and policy. What is policy? Policy is idea. And plan is implement idea. But in Thailand, we implement idea before idea. Plan first, idea second. Plan and then policy. Maybe this is the problem with Thailand. Do first, think later. Policy first, idea first, and then planning. Idea and then planning. But I don't know why. When I look on government website, always plan and policy. Plan and policy, it's wrong. But many ministries copy each other. Oh, what is your job? I am plan and policy analyst. No, you're not. Policy and planning. Policy and planning. Okay. Supporting manager, any staff support their manager. And managing subordinates, okay, that is the manager's job. Subordinate means what? Subordinate means staff. Subordinate means lower position than you. Subordinate means under you, under your position, lower position. So, if you are the manager, everyone is subordinate. Everyone. You are number one. If you are the manager of an office, hello? Yeah. If you are the manager of an office, your staff are your subordinates. But maybe you are subordinate to DG, Director General. Director General is the highest in your ministry. Okay. Attending committees, linking staff. Linking staff meaning connecting staff together to do a job. Maybe you form a group or a team to do a project. Coordinating office staff, Training staff, okay. Assisting people, same. Helping people. Reporting to supervisor. Supervisor is same. Manager. I'm sure you have to report to your manager every week, every month. Do you have Friday meeting? Friday meeting or Monday meeting? Most office has a Friday meeting or a Monday meeting. Normally Friday meeting. Friday meeting. Okay, let's talk about any problems. What happened? What did we do wrong? What did we do right? Keeping records of staff. Whose job is that? HR. Normally, HR, they keep details about staff, information. Who are you? What is your ID number? Where do you live? What is your birthday? All of the information about you. And then supporting customers. If you work with customer, if you are a civil servant, your customer is people, everyone, kind people. Okay, so think about your job. Your job. Any words that relate to your job, circle. Circle. So, your job only. Okay? If you compile information, circle. There should be a lot of words on here that you do in your job. So look on the book, page 24, and circle words. If you're not sure, use your telephone, check in your dictionary, make sure you understand exactly. Okay, about 5-10 minutes to do this. Go through and circle. Draw a circle. Right, so you've circled some words. I'm sure many words on here relate to your job, especially if you work in an office. People who work in offices, a lot of these jobs, a lot of these words go with your job. If you look on page 25, if you look at the next page, you will see an example for my job on the table. So, job title, English language instructor, department, language department, clinical training, responsible for teaching English, and then some job description verb, teaching, helping, providing, instructing, developing, and some nouns, English students, information, language skills. So, teaching English, helping students, providing information, instructing language, developing skills. And then the office location, address of my office. So, in the box below, you will complete the table, but for your job. Okay? So, this box here is for my job, and if I use this information, I can say something like, I'm an English lecturer, English teacher, I work for da-da-da, da-da-da. So in the box here, you will write down about your job. So, what is your job title? What is your department? What are you responsible for? Main responsibility. And then job description. And at the bottom, office location. Okay? So, about 5-10 minutes to complete this table here.